And I want to be sure that I'm being fair here to the alarmists. Look, in any debate, you can find extremists on the fringes saying all kinds of crazy stuff, people conspicuously in need of a well-made tinfoil hat. What matters is to address the mainstream core of the alarmist claim, to be sure that we are treating the essential arguments of the reputable people on that side of the issue. So am I stating their case fairly? Well, the Environmental Commissioner of Ontario held a webinar on climate change in February 2017, and I'm going to use some of her slides. Here's the fifth of 49 slides that accompanied that webinar. It says, 97% of climate scientists agree climate change is human-caused, serious, caused mostly by greenhouse gases in the atmosphere that keep solar heat from escaping. Primary greenhouse gas is carbon dioxide from fossil fuels, and real, helpfully in red, the color of danger. That's pretty stark, including that climate change is, quote, human-caused, end quote. She doesn't say partly or mostly, just human-caused. So that's the position of the Ontario government, in charge of Canada's most populous province, with the largest economy and the second largest geographical area. And governmental agencies across the civilized world have been saying the same thing for years, including the United States and France. And then her sixth slide says, essentially, we're doomed if we don't repent. Quote, climate change is here, now, and moving fast. We're running out of time. So, the effects are being felt today. The crisis is upon us. That's what children are being told in schools, particularly by Al Gore's documentary, An Inconvenient Truth. We're told it repeatedly by politicians. We're told it repeatedly by journalists, who insist year after year that the scientific debate has now ended and that the world is approaching a crisis point. One widely circulated Associated Press story said in the Globe and Mail's version, quote, global warming is approaching the point of no return, after which widespread drought, crop failure, and rising sea levels will be irreversible, an International Climate Change Task Force warned yesterday, end quote. That story was printed around the world. It even made Fox News in 2005. We're told it repeatedly by jet-setting celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Climate is incredibly interconnected, and it is at an urgent breaking point. Just since this film finished, it's hard to keep up with the catastrophic news that happens weekly about our planet.
We've even been told this by the Prince of Wales, a man for whom I have great respect on most issues, including his dislike of modern architecture and his enthusiasm for organic farming. He co-authored this little children's book for adults in which he refers to, and I quote, the wolf at the door, and the cover shows the streets of Britain flooded, so that's pretty bad. And it's astounding how ubiquitous this orthodoxy is.